Yo, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and I will be making a special video right now showing you how to set up the indicators that I use for trading. And so let's get right into the video. Right here I have a clean chart, no indicators. So the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna get on tradingview.com. Then you can open the Bitcoin chart. It doesn't matter which one, and basically the first thing that you want to do is go to the indicators tab right here. You click on it and then you want to search for pivot points standard right here. You can see it's this one. You can basically highlight it, add it to favorites, then you click on it, and then all you get right here is, as you can see, some very weird numbers. But right here, right now, what you want to do is you want to go in the settings. Basically you click on settings, and right here is the most important thing that we need to set up right here right now. They are set originally to type traditional. Right here you also have style visibility. This you don't need to touch. All you want to do is change the inputs. So right now you want to change the first, the type. Right here you can see there are different types. There are traditional, Fibonacci, Woody, Classic, DM, this one Camarilla or something, I don't even know. But the ones that work the best is you want to the first pivot point, you want to set it to Fibonacci. Then right here you have pivot time frame, which is also very important. You want to set it up on weekly, and then you have here number of pivots back. This is basically the 15 weeks, every pivot point during the last 15 weeks. So to avoid cluster on your chart, what you want to do is set it just to one right here like this, and you can see you get the Fibonacci pivot points just for this week. This is what you want to see. And then you have right here use daily based values. This you just leave it ticked. Then you got show labels, show prices. This is basically the show prices. It shows you on what's the price on this pivot. And then show labels is basically it show you the words. The P, you can see R1, R2, R3, which basically stands for resistance, resistance 2, resistance 1. P stands for pivot obviously, and S1, S2, S3 stands for support 1, support 2, and support 3. So you can leave them on like this. Then you have right here label position. I usually keep them on the right, and right now you have right here line width. This is basically the thickness of the lines. I usually just keep them on the default basically by 1, and right here basically you have you can see just to change the color, you can set it however you want. You can make it the weekly pivot, you can make it blue, it doesn't even matter. So basically I like to make it like this. And then the support and resistance I like to change to white so I can see it more clear on my chart. Basically you make it like this. This is how I like to keep my pivots, and then you click OK. So right now you have the first pivots on your chart. Right now what you want to do again is go back to indicators, click once again, and you get another pivot points indicator. You can see right now we have it pivot points, Fibonacci, and weekly, and the new one is just traditional and auto. So you want to once again go into the settings, go to Woody, set the type to Woody, and once again set the type to pivot points on the weekly, and once again set the number of pivots to 1, just like this. And if we move that, you can see right now we are getting once again the pivot points, but this time we have 2 of them on the chart. And you basically want to disable the R4 and support 4. because they tend to not get hit that much. You basically want to use until the third one. And right now you want to do basically the same thing. Let me switch them to the right. So basically you can see right now you have what I have on my chart. Then you just go ahead and change your color to whatever color you want. You make your P green, and then I like to just make everything else white because it is kind of neutral, and I like to keep my chart clear. So then once again you select OK, and right now you have your pivot points perfectly set up. You can change the time frame and they will still be here. You can see we have the weekly pivot. Bitcoin is actually currently even testing it. Right here you can see after breaking down last week we did have a correction, and right now Bitcoin is trying to get back above it for a potential continuation to the upside. But right now let's not get into charts, let's get into the indicators. So basically this is how I use them. Now the other thing, you can just basically come here and you can change the pivots time frame. You can change them to yearly, and they become, then you can go on the 1 week time frame and you can see you have the yearly pivots. And if you set them to Fibonacci, you can see Bitcoin perfectly tested that yearly Fibonacci R2, basically the resistance. So this is, you can basically play around and use them however you like. I mostly just use for my trading just the weekly, and I use the yearly pivots to watch for some bigger price level. This is how the yearly pivot Fibonacci was how I was able to go for this stop right here at 123,000 on my X. You can follow me there for more real market updates. And so for now, let's leave it back like this, and let's go on, for example, the 4-hour chart. You can see, and right now we have them. And the other indicator that I use, you can find right here on projection. You go down to fixed range volume profile, you can select it, add it to favorites, then you want to take that indicator, click on it, then you draw it basically like this from the range that you want to measure. You can make it like this or until here, then you just take it, you measure it like this, and by default this is how it will look for you. But you want to go into the settings, and then rows layout, you don't touch this. Row size, you want to change to, I like to change it to 100. You can make it however you like. You can make them 120. This does not even matter. Let's leave them to 100 right now. Then volume up and down, you wanna leave it like this. Value area volume, you wanna leave at 70. Then you go into style, which is what we'll be doing right now. And there are two things that you wanna enable. Value area high and value area low. You enable both of them. And right now here comes the important part. You wanna leave the POC white for neutral. This is basically where the most of the volume has been trading. And the value area high you wanna make red, and the value area low you wanna make green. Basically what this means is right now when price, this is just basically for easily visualize how you wanna trade that range. You can also go back into the settings and let me just check. I think you can make that right here on histogram box. You wanna set it on black basically, so the chart looks more cleaner. You can see right now there is no shadow like in the background. And right now what you wanna look for here of this range is basically where the POC sits the most volume, where the this price basically has at 170.6k is where most of the volume sits right here. This POC basically price will come here, since most of the volume traded during this range was right here on this price, and price is considered fair. And if the price goes below it, price is considered cheap right here at this green level, which is basically the value area low. And right now, why I wanted to make it green for you is, since price goes into green, you want to hit that buy button. You know, this is just to make it psychology for you, so easily you can execute your trades. So basically this indicates, oh, price is going down into that green box, it is time to buy. And the other way around, once price moves up to that red line, the value area high, which basically suggests that price is overpriced for Bitcoin. Basically the 190 of this range is considered overpriced for a single Bitcoin. So why I want to make it red is so that it indicates a sell, a short. So basically when price comes right here, you want to press that sell button and take a short position, which is why I make it like this. And even for more accuracy, you want to look at the pivot points. Let's set it to 2 right now, so we can have the pivot of last week. You can see right now price is above that value area high, hitting that weekly pivot resistance, which indicates, gives you more confidence to hit that short button and take a trade basically until price gets down to the POC and you get a nice 2% of a move to the downside, basically 2% gain, which is pretty nice. So this is how I like to use my indicators. Right now let's clear everything from the chart and move to the last indicator that I use. So basically you want to go to indicators once again and you want to type RSI, Relative Strength Index. You want to click on it, add it to your chart, and you can see you got that RSI at the bottom right here. And then you want to go in the settings and change some things. RSI length, you want to leave it like this. Source, you want to leave it like this. Then CMA, you also leave it like this. Then you go into style and you want to change the RSI upper band from 70 to 80, and the middle band you leave it like this, and the RSI lower band you change to 20. And right here you can basically play around. This RSI based MA, I don't use this moving average on the RSI. You can change your color on the RSI, make it a bit more thick, so you can see you can make it dotted or like this. It does not even matter. This is just preference. And then you press OK, and right now you get a very nice indication of spotting when the market is overheated and when the market is oversold. So for example, right here you can see after the significant move to the upside, the RSI indicator started flashing green right here. So this means we are overbought, and it signs that soon price will have to either consolidate or have a pullback in order for our RSI indicator like so to have a cool off for more continuation to the upside. And this is basically what happened. You can see right here in this range we got a sideways consolidation, and our RSI indicator fell down and got that cool off, and then once again price was able to push another leg to the upside. And once again when it did that, our RSI momentum got overbought again and is right now having that correction, and the RSI indicator is just cooling off right now with this consolidation. Now this tends to work even better on a hard time frame. You want to change, for example, to the daily time frame. You can see, so basically on the hard time frame like the daily, you can see every time historically when the Bitcoin price gets overbought right here, we either get a consolidation chop sideways until the RSI gets a cool off down to that 50 line, for example, and then we get another push to the upside. The same goes for when the RSI indicator, you can see right here, it got oversold right now to the 20 line. And then what did we get? We got a sideways continuation. And once the RSI cooled off, the price, you can see, started to once again push to the upside, and then got overbought again, and then once again we got that consolidation before another push up. So this is how I use my indicators to trade. They also work on a smaller time frame. For example, if you go on that 15-minute, you can see right here, after this drop to the downside, basically this rejection from that value area high right here, from the indicator you can see our RSI got really oversold right here. You can see it started flashing in the red, and so what happened? Price stopped dumping and has started to consolidate sideways. And what our indicators done, it got a nice cool off, and then price started pushing again right now, reclaiming that POC. So basically this works on every time frame, the smaller time frame for scalping or the hard time frame for a swing trade. It does not matter how you use it. So this will be for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for the channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.